Hello, Period Stats class. Welcome to week 2 of isolated learning. I just want to check in with you. Got a short lesson today. We're going to wrap up section 6.2 on z-scores and standard normal probabilities today. And this last problem set we're going to do kind of exactly the opposite of what you did in problem sets 1 through 3. You're going to be provided the area and then you're going to have to determine the z-score. So what you want to do is we're just going to do the exact opposite process of what you did in the 3 previous problem sets. It's a little more labor intensive in that you're going to have to look from the interior part of the table, finding that corresponding value, and then find the corresponding z-score of that area slant probability underneath the curve. And you may have to do some math prior to going to the table, depending on what you're provided in the problem. And I've got problems 1, 3, 5 from problem set 4 here, so if you haven't printed it out or don't have it in front of you, you want to do this before you watch the video. And it's kind of 3 examples of three of the different types of problems that are on this sheet. You may also want to have that nice 6.1 through 6.7 examples that we created the Friday before last, which kind of gives you every possibility of how to calculate, interpret, and understand area under the curve. So let's look at problem number 1, which is the easiest and most basic. I give you the area underneath the curve, which is 0.1515 or 15.15%. All right, and that is exactly how the table's set up. So you just go to the table, and you know it's over on the left side of the curve, so it's going to be on the on side 1 of the table I gave you. You know it's going to be a negative z-score because everything to the left of 0 is going to be negative. And start looking for the value 0.1515 or the closest value to that. And as you scan around, you're going to eventually find that that is a z-score of 1.03. Okay? You may want to pause the video and make sure that's correct before you move on, because that is the easiest and simplest of the problems that you're going to do on this problem set. Now, looking at problem set number 3, welcome back, we give you an area here of 0.4410, all right, and you're going to calculate this z-score right here. Now, what you really need, kind of based on how we did problem 1, is you need this area inside here, right? So if you know this is 0.4410 and everything to the left is 0.5000 because that mean or zero z-score or standard deviation splits that standard normal curve right down the middle and it's symmetrical, you can then determine what this area is. So we just subtract that from the 0.500 and you get 0.0590. All right? So that is the area where I've got starred right there. And if you go to your table, again, you know it's going to be on the negative side because we're left of the standard deviation of 0. You should find the value negative 1.56 z-score. Okay? You may want to pause the video for a moment and make sure that checks with you before you resume. All right, the last problem is I give you the area to the right of a z-score. We're trying to determine that z-score right there, and it's 0.0500. All right, but the z-score for this value, and the way the table is set up, is based on this area here. And from things that we've been doing the last 2-3 months, you know this whole area under the curve is equivalent to 1. So we're just going to subtract that value from 1, and we get 0.9500, which is the area that I've got starred right there. All right? So again, go to your table. You're now to the right of a standard deviation of 0. Go to the right of that and find the corresponding z-score of the area closest to that value, or that might be an exact value that's on your table, depending on which table you're using from the textbook or the one I printed out for you. And you will determine that that has a z-score of 1.65. Okay? Hope that makes sense to you. I've got office hours every morning from 9 to 10, and I'm requiring you to get on at least twice this week. Okay, we're going to, again, this is going to conclude this section after you do this problem set, and most likely on Wednesday we'll have maybe a 10 question quiz. I'm looking at a couple different websites on what I'm going to post it on that you'll take on Wednesday to conclude this section, and we'll move into section 6.3, if not on Wednesday, no later than Thursday. But make sure you check in with me on my office hours, 9 to 10 every morning. You've got the link in the daily announcements. I want to see your smiling faces. There's several of you that I'm missing some problem sets 2 and 3 from, and we'd like to discuss what the issues are, that maybe why I'm not getting those problem sets from you. Anything you provide me, I'd prefer you submit to me via Dropbox. All right? Hope everybody's hanging in there and doing all right, and I look forward to seeing you on Zoom, if not Tuesday, no later than Wednesday. Have a good day.